Do you want to try and guess some old, and I mean like old, NHL jerseys? If so, this is your video, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to BritBoy Hockey! Hats off. And welcome to the 46th edition of the Super Saturday Quiz Series. And this might be the most special, most important Super Saturday quiz for a reason, but I will get to that before I have told you about 3 things, before I tell you the topic of today's Super Saturday quiz, or as the cool kids call it, SSQ.
SSQ.
The first thing I need to remind you about is please like this video and slapshot that subscribe button so you don't miss a video like this one. Did you know that in February, 64.4% of the people watching the videos weren't subscribed? So let's try and change that this month. The second thing I need to remind you about is I have a podcast, believe it or not. It's called the BritBoy Hockey Podcast, I know, right? So it's such a special name. You can find it on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc. It's everywhere. It's the best podcast you have seen yet. The quality is absolutely perfection, just like these videos. And the third and second final thing I need to remind you about is, can we please try and hit 10 likes? Because there is 10 questions in this video. The topic for this Super Saturday quiz, or as the cool kids call it, SSQ.
SSQ.
It's old NHL jerseys, and I'm not saying like the 70s, 80s. I'm saying like before your parents were even born, like 40s and well, I'm hoping your parents were born before the 40s and 30s. Now, before we get into the quiz, I need to give a shout out to probably one of the best hockey channels on this good old platform of Tube of the U, or whatever people call it. That is Twisted Wrister Hockey. Thanks for the, I don't even know how many subs. We were at like 71 and then gained to 102 as I'm filming this video. So thank you. Go check his channel out. There'll probably be a link in the description or in the comments or somewhere around. With that, let's get into the quiz. Question 1. What old NHL jersey is this? Starting off with quite a simple one. These are going to be blurred, I believe. Or I don't even know if you can do this, but maybe invert the colors. I don't even know if that's physically possible with the editor. Question 2. What old NHL jersey is this? Starting off with some pretty easy ones. I would say question 2 might not be easy. This one is pretty simple. What old NHL jersey is this? Question 4. What old NHL jersey is this? And my editor didn't even know what jersey this was until I told him what it was. So can you do better than him? Question 5. This jersey belongs to a team that no longer exists. So what old NHL jersey is this? I believe if my editor could go and get the jersey, I don't know if that's happening. No, it's not. Anyway, so I nearly just gave the whole entire thing away, and I just said it but didn't. Question 6. What old NHL jersey is this? And the logo from this jersey is on this team's reverse retro. But that, I think it is. Question 7. What old NHL jersey is this? Now, for some reason, this was from 1903 to 1904, but it was an NHL jersey, but the NHL started in 1917. So I don't know what's up with that. I might find out later. This is a jersey from a team that was in this quiz. That makes sense, I hope. But what old NHL jersey is this? Again, this is a jersey from a team that was in this quiz. What old NHL jersey is this? And question 10, this is the last question. Just like question 5, this jersey belongs to a team that no longer exists. Had 2 teams, one NHL team, but then relocated, and I may or may not have done a video on that team. The answers were question 1, it was the Toronto Maple Leafs, depending on where you're from. Question 2, it was the good old Boston Bruins. I believe my editor, when he was younger, may have actually had a Boston Bruins jersey. And we are both Canucks fans. Yes, I know that makes absolutely no sense. Question 3 was the Montreal Canadiens, the oldest team in the NHL, if you didn't know that. Question 4 was the Detroit Red Wings. Now, I actually never noticed this until my editor kind of pointed it out. But the jersey does actually look like there's a T behind the D, but it's actually a D. Like, you might, if you look at it, you'll see it. It's like FedEx's logo. Have you ever noticed? I know, random fact, but the FedEx logo actually has, I believe, an arrow in the logo or something. Question 5 is the Vancouver Millionaires, a team that no longer exists. They won the Stanley Cup, but they don't have any relation to the Vancouver Canucks, I don't believe. Question 6 was the Chicago Blackhawks. They use that logo on their current reverse retro. I don't know if you'll see that up on the screen, you might not. Question 7 was the Ottawa Senators. I know there was absolutely no logo there. Question 8 was the Montreal Canadiens again. Question 9 was the Toronto Maple Leafs again. And question 10 was the Quebec Bulldogs. Yes, that is a team. So, how many did you get right? Like this video, subscribe, please. Let's try and get to 200 subs. I was trying to get to 100 subs by the end of the year. That has been completed. Thanks to, again, Twisted Wister Hockey. If you like the San Jose Sharks, that's definitely a channel you want to check out. And good. You will come back. And good. Okay, this is going to be a blooper of the year. And good.